Copa del Rey action continues this week with the semifinals, and there's 4 teams left. Now, the first semifinal will go down on Tuesday, February 27th at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time between Real Sociedad, the White and Blues, against Mallorca, the Pirates. And the first leg was played on the island in Mallorca, and the teams drew 0-0. Sociedad had 70% possession, though. They had the shots advantage, 12-5. There was very few shots on target, though, for either team, with Sociedad having 3 and Mallorca 0. The XG in that game saw Sociedad posting a 1.15 total to 0.38 for Mallorca. Odds in this game will favor Sociedad to win in regulation at -167. Draw being +260. Mallorca, the underdogs, at 6-1. Over 2.5, the odds would be +160. Under 2.5, -211. Both teams to score. +150. Both teams to score no. Favored at -200. Now, to simply advance by any means, be it since this is leg 2 in regulation, or extra time, or PKs, Sociedad to advance is -400. Mallorca to advance +275. Now, obviously, goals are not favored in this game. If you wanted to go even lower than over-under 2.5, you could look at under 1.5, that being +150 odds for a decent price there. If you were looking at scoring props in this game, it's all Sociedad players favored to score here. Azarzábal at +210, Mendez +275, Kubo at +275 are the top 3 most favored players, but in fact, the top 10 players favored to score all come from the Sociedad side, before Maruki at +450, Prats at +550, and Kyle Larin at +550. Also for Mallorca, they are the first players to show up way down the list there after those top 10. Head-to-head, when these teams play, it's almost always close and it's almost always low scoring. They did play in La Liga recently on February 18th, and Sociedad won 2-1 on the island. In the Copa del Rey game on February 2nd, considering they played on February 2nd as well in the Copa del Rey, this will be the 3rd time in just over 2 weeks these teams have seen each other. Now, if we look back further over the years, Sociedad has dominated this head-to-head, being 9-2-0 versus Mallorca in the last 11. Mallorca's last win came back in 2012 in La Liga play. If you've been betting under 2.5, that would have gone 7-1 and 10-3 in the recent matchups. Under 1.5 has gone 4-2. And one way or another, there has been a clean sheet for one or both of these teams in 11 of the past 13 games played. For Sociedad, if we look at how they got here in the Copa del Rey in the first round, they beat Bunal 1-0. Second round, beat Andrax 1-0. Round of 32, they beat Malaga 1-0. The round of 16, they were 2-0 winners over La Liga side Osasuna, but Osasuna did have a red card, and they got a PK goal and a 97th minute goal, so they had some things go their way and still needed a late goal to get that 2-0 win. In the quarterfinals, they were 2-1 winners over another La Liga side in Celta Vigo. In La Liga play, Sociedad are 7th at 10-10-6. At home, they have a mediocre record at 5-5-3. They did just lose 3-1 to Villarreal on Friday, though, at home. In all competitions, though, that win over Mallorca in league play is their only win in their last 7 games, and the only time they've scored more than 1 goal in that time. And also, they've only scored a total of 3 goals in their last 7 games. Switching over to the Mallorca side in the Copa del Rey, in the first round, they were 4-0 winners over Borreo. Second round, they were 3-0 winners over Egues. Round of 32, they were 3-0 winners over Burgos. In the round of 16, they beat Tenerife 1-0. And in the quarterfinals, they won over La Liga side Girona 3-2, despite taking a red card themselves. And Girona got a PK goal and a late goal in the 96th minute, so that was an impressive win as Girona got a late goal and the PK there, and were playing a man up, and they still came out on top. In La Liga play, Mallorca are 16th, down near the bottom, fighting to stay out of the relegation spots. They're 4-12-2 away from the island when playing on the road. They are struggling. They have just 1 win this season at 1-5-7, and they've been outscored 22-11, so they are rarely a good bet on the road. However, they did draw Alaves 1-1 away from home on Saturday. In all competitions, Mallorca also are not in great form. They have just 1 win in 6. They've only scored 4 goals themselves in those 6 games. They've been shut out 3 times in that time. However, bets on both teams to score have gone 3-0 in their last 3 games. Now, all season long, if we look at Mallorca's road form, I've already said they only have 1 win in league play, but across all competitions, they do have 5 road wins in 17, which is still not good, but only 1 win in La Liga on the road, and those 4 other wins have come in the Copa del Rey, so that is good. This is a Copa del Rey matchup. However, all those wins were against lower tier sides, not La Liga teams. If we look at best bets for this game, now both teams are definitely under teams in La Liga. Sociedad is 12-14 to under 2.5. Mallorca 8-18 to the under as well. Sociedad games average just 2.3 goals per match. Mallorca's average 2.2, and that's only better than Cadiz and Las Palmas. So I think it's hard to bet Mallorca when they are not playing on the island in any competition here. And neither teams are really scoring very much lately in any of their games. Sociedad's owned this head-to-head. They will have the one extra day of rest here. So I do think Sociedad should come out on top. To be extra safe, we could make a same-game parlay here and simply ask Sociedad to advance by any means, be that regulation, be that extra time, be that PKs, and pair that with under 2.5. That would come in at minus 110 odds. Now, what do you like in this game? Be sure to drop your favorite picks down there in the comments and subscribe to the channel to get more soccer picks in all competitions this year.